This has been a long time coming. A long time coming. And for the rare ones within the flow, well, they know. Because everything we do and say is connected. And we are connected. So with that said, we're going to surf the wave with this OG flow. Anion.
This is So Sick
My existence may be too much to handle. I carry flame like a candle. Lyrics dipped and laced in heavy ammo. Judging by your rhymes, these niggas dry like a camel. Over sand dunes, I tune motors and channel. Much energy devour my enemies. Breaking up the static, clean status of enemy. It's Hennessy, no stage fright. I'm going in these mediocre jokers, messing over the elements. I'm seizing as veterans, exploding just like a missile. My target has no credentials and bars, never official. So basically, I'm stating your felony. Facing execution, I'm producing the remedy. It's Mercury, and I don't need your feedback. Somebody tell these weak niggas to relax. In case you ain't noticed, we focus bringing the streets back. Everywhere we go, they running screaming, we need that. So tell these haters relax and watch us while the cheese stack. Quick silver motion, this ocean grown, no relax. Pushing every limit and I ain't feeling your feedback. Weak rappers dealing with jealousy from the way I grind as I shine through melodies. Melatonin strong, pushing over expectancy. The West is me, OG loaded with weaponry. Discrepancy is obviously the matter at hand. I provide information like a newspaper stand. This supposed to be hip hop, but everything's flip flop. Inside and out, like the iron of slip knots. My shit's hot, so I ain't gotta mention the average. Like smashing hoes, bags and clothes, you know, caught up in fashion. Ain't no need for me bragging, just to feel like the captain. It's crunch time, and honestly, I carry heat like a dragon, especially when I'm spazzing. And I don't need your feedback. Somebody tell these weak niggas to relax. In case you ain't noticed, we focus bringing the streets back. Everywhere we go, they running screaming, we need that. So tell these haters relax and watch us while the cheese stack. Quick silver motion, this ocean grown, no relax. Pushing every limit and I ain't feeling your feedback.
Max A-Hub and Max Tawada. To the Creator, the Great Spirit, that is our framer and shaper. Max A-Hub, Tawada and Shalawam to you, that is the natural ones. For this presentation is for the natural ones, specifically requested. Max A-Hub for your patience, for everyone that's been requesting more of the drip. As I said, I had to, you know what I'm saying, make sure I understood and I knew where this spiral was taking me. But as such ways with the spiral, you never truly know where you're gonna go. So with that being said, we're gonna surf the wave, because this is just for you. And as we begin to surf the wave, Shabbatai, well, as you can see, we got a lot of tabs with this presentation. And it's because we have a lot of words. So, depending on the frequency and the channeling, because you already know, within this flow, the wave, well, this channel with our Ama, with our Abba, is specialized. So depending on the wave, we'll see how it is we get through these tabs. I hope you guys are all doing well, man. I hope you are taking care of your charge. And I hope you're ready to surf another wave on the Magic Ether bus. Because as you see, we're looking at physics and the physics, which is a healing potion, a natural science, a healthful regimen, the art of healing, medical science or theory. From the natural science, the art of healing, we're talking about the study of nature, that which is the knowledge of nature, pertaining to nature, to bring forth, produce, make, to grow, plant. We're also talking about tribe, race, that which is to be, exist, grow, to be, exist, Hawa. So when we're talking about physics, we are talking about the study of nature, the natural science, and the study of these physics in proper alignment. When you are keeping the code, well, you see it. That's keeping the MHOE. Hawa. So tapping into this wave, we're going to dive, like we always do, into the etymology of these words, and we're going to see what story these words tell. Because keep in mind, these words have a story of their own. And when you let these words tell their own story, it no longer matters what the hijack says or their perception and shaping of such things. Physics, we're talking about nature. And whenever we're talking about nature, well, you know we're talking about Aman. So physics is the natural science or the study of Aman. And when it comes to the science of modern day times, how many are in that mind, that state of mind and understanding that this is just a study of our Aman? And if you're surfing the wave, you already know we are Tawa Hawa. That is natural by Hawa. Max Shalom, we shall continue. So when it comes to this term weight, they're telling us in the etymology that it is a wane, a downward force of a body, a physical property of heaviness, weight. Alright, and when it comes to modern physics, well, as we'll see when tapping in, they frame their words in a meaning for one way, but channeling with our Creator, or they're telling us something else. Anyhow, we're talking about weight, the sense of importance. And when it comes to this weight, Shabbatai, this weighing down that you may think you're feeling, that you're experiencing, because no doubt, in a form and fashion you are. I feel it. What you have to understand is that this is not a war on you or against you, but this is a war against and on Hawa. And Hawa, which is our source, our framer and shaper. Well, Hawa has already told us in our ancestral scripts that they will hate thee because of me. So this war is a side effect, Make no mistake, they wage war on Hawa first and foremost. Everything else is just a trickle effect, a ripple of the wave. Because carrying on from our last presentation, we opened up with that message being heavy. And when we get the etymology where we're talking about having much weight, important, grave, even oppressive, slow, dull, containing something, having weight, to grasp, in a jazz slang sense of profound, serious, calm. That was the wave I was in when writing that song. Alright. Surfing the wave, we're talking about something heavy, a heaviness. Keep in mind, we're still surfing the wave on physics and the breaking down and the perception of modern physics. Let's surf the wave on this sphere. We're talking about an inactive, indolent, low, reluctant, unwilling, grievous, or even sad. Something that is heavy, sad, oppressive, grievous, sluggish, inactive, or weak, heavy. Also honored, esteemed, literally weighty. So like I said, they use these terms and they build a perception on these terms. But our creator said something else, especially when we're talking about our honor, our esteem. Well, that is something we hold heavy, with much weight, with much honor, with much esteem. So without that honor, without that esteem, one may feel this weighing down, this downward force of a body or of the body. They may feel this property of heaviness. But you gotta surf the wave. And right here on the Magic Ether Bus, well, as a Silver Surfer, I'm gonna show you the wave. Because we're also talking about something that is grave. So let's go, let's get it. When we're talking about this grave, we're talking about an excavation in earth. An excavation in earth for the reception of a dead body. Something that is a grave, a ditch, a trench, a cave. Picking up from our last presentation. We're talking about tomb, a grave. All right. It is also related to dig, to scratch, to scrape. Mental side note, to scratch, to scrape. Importante. Max Shalom to the Shabbat. So seeing how this grave is attached to this heaviness. Alright. Although it does have a vibration of importance. When we're talking about etymology, we are talking about something for the dead, that which is the reception or the receiving of the dead. An excavation, we're talking underneath the earth, a cave, a tomb. Continuing on from our last presentation, we're talking about an oppressive feeling. When we're talking about this heaviness, this oppressive feeling. Again, we're still surfing the wave in modern physics. Oppress, to press unduly, unduly upon or against, overburden or weigh down, to overwhelm or overpower, of sickness or even grief. We're talking to burden with cruel or unjust and unreasonable restraints. To treat with injustice or undue severity. To keep down by unjust exercise of power. To oppress, afflict, torment, or even smother. To press against, to press together, press down. Figuratively, to crush, put down, subdue, prosecute relentlessly. And as we see in relation, we're talking about that which is against, to press, hold fast, cover, crowd, and oppressing, and oppression. We're still talking modern physics. We're talking about your mental capacity, your inner standing, right? Your inner standing. Because as we surf the wave on this burden, well, we see that a burden is a load, that which is borne or carried, a load, a weight, a charge, a duty. Also a child, that which is born. To bear children. A burden. It is also related to murder, rudder, and afford, as in the capacity of a ship. Now keep in mind how they're tying this into being born, a birthing of a sort. We're also talking about music. Another side note, music. Surf the wave. So making the side notes on the scrape and scratch, and of this burden being related to music. Also keep in mind that it's also tied to that of bearing children or a child, as it relates to a weight or a charge or a heaviness on the body. And this is as you surf the wave, because continuing on with this physics, modern physics, we have mass, right? Which is an irregular shaped lump. An irregular shaped lump. Body of unshaped coherent matter. From lump, heap, pile, crowd. Come. Remember this heap. Pile, crowd. Large amount. An ingot, a bar. Alright. Oh man, surf the wave. Now, when we're talking about this mass, it is also related to that which is kneaded dough, lump, that which adheres to together like dough. So we're talking about something unshaped at first. A lump. They even gave us heap. But we're talking still about something unshaped. And then, because it stems from another term, well, they tie in barley cake, a lump, a mass, a ball, to knead or fashion, to fit. It is later that we're talking about a large quantity or an amount or number, meaning bulk. Alright? So we're talking about mass, modern physics. Alright? Mass. Now, they would have us in the understanding that we're talking about weight, that we're talking about something heavy. But when we're talking about from the late 14th century, in its etymological term, we're talking about something that is unshaped. In their attachment of this ball. So let's continue to surf the wave, because here we have this gravity. This gravity being the weight, the dignity, the seriousness, the solemnity of deportment or character, importance. It also means weight, heaviness, pressure, heavy. The scientific, you see what's going on? The scientific sense of downward acceleration of terrestrial bodies due to gravitation of the earth. All right. And when I hear that, well, I hear an attracting force, something that attracts. And if you're in the understanding and the realization you are a magnet, well, you know what time it is right now. Because we're talking about that which attracts, which lets me know when it comes to this term gravity, and you're in the flow of Ama, which is the natural science, which is the art of healing. We're talking Ama. Well, this gravity would be the explanation of magnetism. What they refer to as this heaviness. And I can see why. Because if you're not within the flow, if you're not keeping the code of Hawa, well, it is a weight. Your dignity is now in question. Your deportment or character is questionable. We're also talking about heavy, the pressure when you're not keeping the code, when you resist Hawa. because it's not even till the 1620s that we are talking about this scientific sense of this downward acceleration. This is for the natural ones. Because when we're talking about this gravity, they have us in a mind frame of this force. And they tell us that it is a physical strength, a force, which can be a courage or fortitude, but is also violence, power, compulsion. To be strong, mighty, firm, steadfast, brave, bold. Meaning power to convince the mind. Power to convince the mind, and power exerted against will or consent. So this gravity has the power to convince your mind against your will or consent. For it is a violent pressure, a violent heaviness that could feel physical. It could feel oppressive if you're not surfing the wave, if you're not keeping the code, if you're not aligned with this vibration. Just keep in mind, I told you, moving forward with this cosmic dance, with this cosmic shift, it was going to be extremely hard for those without this understanding, without this allowance of my mind. Because as we see, when we're talking about this, burden. Well, when we surf the wave on this murder, it having to do with unlawful killing of another human being. Unlawful, a secret killing of a person, which is also a mortal sin. We're still talking crime, right? That which is against the laws of HWH, an infraction. We're talking about a punishment of the spirit, a torment, a misery. We're also talking about to rub away. Another side note, harm, to die. This is related to this mass. We're talking about a slain. Something that is malice, to kill criminally. So this is within the frame of this heaviness, this gravity, this mass that they attach to in their modern science. It also was related to this term, rudder, right? Rudder being a form of steering, to steer, which is to paddle, and oar, to steer, as in surf the wave. And as you can see, they attach this flat piece of wood, because we're talking about that which is a boat in the water. And here we see burden, but we also see father. So in etymological breakdown, surfing the wave on father, we're talking about he who begets a child, nearest male ancestor, any lineal male ancestor, the supreme being. You see what's going on? The supreme being, one who exercises parental care over another, father. So we're talking about our Ama and our Abba. Because here we see mother. Now it is interesting that they don't have, of course, this same reference in that sense, right? They just have a female parent, a woman in relation to her child. We're talking about mother, right? Ama. But when we're talking about mother, when we're talking about Mother Nature, that force, that which is referred to as the earth, what we see the true intention behind is physics. So when we're in the healing and in the understanding of this natural science, we understand that we're talking about this nature being also in Ama's vibe, Ama, in relation to the Supreme Being as the Father, our Abba, our Ama. And through Ama, we are restoring our natural tongue as the natural ones, bringing back her true physics, which is the study of nature, the study of Ama. And this is what's not, evidently mentioned in modern physics. Because the study of physics itself is the study of Ama. And we are restoring our natural language, our natural Lashan. So we can see how this force, this gravity, can come with oppression of violent compulsion. But you got to surf the wave. Because we were also talking about this deportment, right? With gravity. Which also means a manner of acting toward others or before others. Deportment, which means to behave, as it is from deport. When we're surfing a wave on deport, well, it means to behave. To behave, deport oneself. To be patient, take one sexual pleasure with amuse, to entertain, to remain, to cheer, to delay, tarry, console, treat kindly, put aside, cast off, send away, keep in mind, right? This send away. Another side note. To carry, to lead, to pass over. And we're talking about the natural vibration of deport. Alright? Etymologically, it's not until later frequencies that we're talking about banish, forcibly, banishing, harboring, trafficking. So like I said, the creator is telling me one thing, telling the natural ones one thing, while these hijacks make up their own. And when you're not within the flow, when you're not within the wave, well, you can be facing and feeling this gravity, this pressure. We're also talking about importance, the quality of having consequence. It is directly from important, surfing the wave on important, that which is significant, of much import, bringing in that which is bringing in significant. And it can bear weight or consequence when something that is important is ignored, as in the code. Because we're talking about being significant, the bringing in or the conveying, to bring in from abroad, a connection. And this is our connection. Even as we dig into import, it's signifying to show, bear, convey, in meaning. And surfing the wave right here, we're talking about expanding and conveying our meaning. That's what I do when I make these drips for the natural ones. I share. I don't really see myself as a teacher or any one thing. I just share the way. So we're talking about something that is important. But notice how they tried to tie this importance in with their heaviness due to this gravity. When we're talking about the import, the conveying of the wave, the flow, the exchange. And as I channel on such things, Shabbatah, but like I said, the wave, well, it talks back. Amma, she talks back. So surfing the wave, it made me realize, since we're talking about gravity, and we're talking about keeping the code and being in alignment, especially when it comes to these energy centers, they are going to refer as planets. Like I said, I was in conjunction. I had my Saturn back in place. The Khan is in true proper alignment. This same Saturn is also Yaldabaoth, Khan. That is the judge of the earth. This Yaldabaoth is your torment. It is de-gravity. And, tapping in with this alignment, I realized, well, this Saturn was back in conjunction with my flow, with my alignment. And it no longer applied its resistance in my energetic field, which is now allowing me to expand, moving forward to and toward Aniyan. Allahu. But this took work, Shabbatah. This took work, inner work, to get right and align back with divine synchronicity, to really see one's true reflection. So what is gravity to a silver surfer? Surfing the wave on the magic ether bus. I asked, surfing the wave, if gravity is a heavy force of pressure, then how can it spin? And people, it says, gravity is not actually a force of pressure. You see what's going on? Gravity is not actually a force of pressure. While often described as pulling or pressing, it is more accurately understood as a curvature of space and time. Now, breaking down the etymology, we got no such thing, which is why I say it is more accurately understood, because we're talking about modern physics. It says this curvature explains how both things fall and how they spin or orbit. Alright, surf the wave on these terms. It says gravity versus pressure. Gravity and pressure are fundamentally different concepts that are often confused because they can feel similar. Gravity is a body force. You see what's going on? A body force. A body force. This is applied to that which they call the body, which is why I always get your attention toward Merkaba activation, which is our magic ether buzz. It acts on every part of an object at once and is caused by mass bending the fabric of space-time. Again, with this mass, surfing the wave in our etymology, right? It says, pressure is a surface force. It is the measurement of force applied over a specific area, like molecules bumping into you. The link, gravity creates pressure, like atmospheric pressure or the pressure at the bottom of the ocean, because it pulls everything toward the center of a mass, causing objects to pile up and press against each other. Again, surfing the wave with everything we just saw in etymology. Especially now that this gravity sounds more like magnetism, which they said it is only accurately understood. Etymology said no such things. Now let's surf the wave on why things spin, right? Gravity doesn't usually start something spinning, but it is the reason rotation continues or speeds up. Surf the wave. Leftover motion, most things in space, like planets or stars, begin as clouds of dust and gas. Another mental side note of this dust. Keep up with these side notes for a con. Because these particles were already moving in slightly different directions, the cloud had a small amount of net rotation called angular momentum. Interesting. Keep in mind with this net, the ice skater effect. Again, we're talking Silver Surfer. They're talking ice skater. Let's go. As gravity pulls that cloud inward to form a star or planet, the object spins faster and faster, similar to an ice skater pulling their arms in during a spin. This is known as the conservation of angular momentum. Orbits. Spin and orbits are basically a balance. Gravity pulls an object inward while its sideways speed momentum tries to keep it moving in a straight line. The result is a curved path that loops around the mass. And this is a whole lot of recycling center talk. Again, I told you this. Saturn is Yalda Ball. So here we have this loop, this rotation, this cycle. And the spiral is a cycle, but their modern science tries to tell us something else, while our HWH is saying another. Spin without pressure. If gravity were just a heavy pressure pushing straight down from above, things might just sit still. Pay attention, right? Because that goes against everything about fixed, firm, and immovable. To be fixed, firm, and immovable. However, because objects in space are almost always moving sideways relative to each other, gravity acts as a centripetal force, a center-seeking force that constantly turns that straight line motion into a circular one. And again, we're talking about the spiral, So we're going to continue to surf the wave because they're trying to explain in their own version a chaotic sequence, because this, again, is a chaotic experience to them. Keep in mind, when we were surfing the wave on, where was it? Was it Burden? They said that this heaviness, this weight, this charge was in relation to bearing children. So we're talking about being brought into the earth in such a vibration. This is a point of view. This is a perception. And we shall continue. Anyhow. Already know, what most would say, natural. There is no space. See, you already know how to hijack things. You know what I'm saying? I already know how AI thinks. And of course, I already know there is no space. Because see, as an elemental, I only surf the wave on generations, origins, as in Genesis 1, for the generations of the heavens and the earth, that which follows the generations. This is a lineage, an ancestral connection. So, I'm just sharing, because this is for the natural ones. But I already know there is no space. So I asked, head of fashion right here at the Naturalist, what was space called before the white man? And it says, before the modern term. Now keep in mind, we're still talking modern physics. And your war is the war on Hawaii. Because if I ask, what was space called before the white man, and it's telling me the modern term, well, we now see who's waging the war. And this is according to AI. Before the modern term space became standard, the region beyond Earth's atmosphere was most commonly referred to as the heavens or the firmament, Shamayim. And we'll see. The transition to modern terminology happened in stages. Historical terms. You see what's going on? The heavens. Historically, people in the Middle Ages and Renaissance viewed the sky as a series of celestial spheres. Nah, we gotta go back further. The firmament, a term from biblical tradition describing the sky as a solid dome that separated the waters above from the earth below. Then we have the ether. In ancient and medieval science, it was believed that nature abhors a vacuum. You see what's going on? That nature abhors a vacuum. So instead of empty space, the heavens were thought to be filled with a mysterious invisible substance called ether. And when you surf the wave on firmament in biblical tradition, well, firmament in the Hebrew word is the ether. So there was no separation between the heavens, the firmament, and the ether. For it is all the Shamayim, Allahuah. And if nature abhors this vacuum, then it is Aman that abhors this vacuum. So these modern people came along and replaced and removed your ancient perspective as the standard, the emergence of space in 1667. You see what's going on? In 1667, the poet John Milton is credited with one of the first uses of space to mean the region beyond the sky in his epic poem, Paradise Lost. Again, we're talking about people who were born into this disconnection. Those who are unnatural. It says in 1845, the specific term outer space was first used in a scientific context by the naturalist, by the naturalist Alexander von Humboldt in his work Cosmos. In 1901, author H.G. helped popularize the term through his science fiction writing. It wasn't until the scientific revolution and the development of the barometer in the 17th century that humans proved a vacuum existed above the atmosphere, fundamentally changing the concept of the heavens into the empty space we recognize today. Let me see what's going on. So they see it as empty. And we're going to look deeper into this concept of vacuum. But first, we're going to break down some things I told you to keep a side note on. So let's Anion. Max Shalom. So like I said, taking a mental note on this dust. As we dive into its etymological meaning, we get fine, right? Fine, dry particles of earth or other matter so lightly that they can be raised and carried by the wind. Now, wait a minute. By the wind, right? Okay. It says it is storm, breath. Whoa. Storm as in blast. So we're talking about wind again, right? A storm is a blast, and blast is wind. That correlates to the breath. You see what's going on? And not only does it mean breath, but it means mist, as in vapor. So now we're talking wata, vapor, as in the mist of wata, when we're talking about steam and the proper process of evaporation of the sort. Mist, vapor, wata. We're also talking about smoke. Alright, from shake, smoke. It is also tied into the elementary substance of the human body, this dust, which they say is the mortal life, sense of a collection of powdered matter in the air. You see what's going on? Air. So in this cosmic flow, this is important because we're talking about the breath. Now, I find that funny because they said this gravity begins, right, within this motion of things spinning as clouds of dust. So that means clouds of breath, of wind, of air, of wata, which is exactly what the ether is. See, the ether is this rarefied air. It's not just air, it's a rarefied air. And we as Etherians, the natural ones, well, this is why I make these presentations, because I understand that we are rare. We are of this rarefied air they call space, the firmament, the heavens, the Shamayim. So when they're trying to explain the beginning of why things spin, even though we're talking about attraction, now we understand that this is not a spinning, but we're talking about the breath. We are now talking about the breath of the spiral. Not a spin, but a spiral. The breath of the mist, the vapor, the storm, the blast, the smoke, like that of a Dracon. Because when we're talking about this so-called spinning, now that we're talking about breath, they say that creates an orbit. But the etymology of orbit means the eye socket, which is the bone cavity of the skull, which contains the eye. It is also a wheel track, the beaten path, the rut or course. Mental side note. We're talking about the beaten path, okay? And one might ask, what is the beaten path? So, let's see, okay? The beaten path. Beaten path is a well-known, frequently traveled, or conventional route or course of action. It is often used in contrast with off the beaten path, which suggests something less familiar, unique, or adventurous. Alright, the beaten path. So the beaten path means something that has already been put forth, right? It says see or. In the astronomical sense, a circular or elliptical path of a so-called planet or comet. Insert the wave. Alright? But it was the Old English word for eye socket, which to me was like, damn, okay. But, let's surf the wave real quick into orb. Let's get an understanding. Because here we see that this orb is sphere or globe. Something spherical or circular. And keep in mind, in the observation of a sphere, it is always of the optical illusion. Okay? Optical. Observation of the eye. It is the dimensions of the eye, such as dimensions and the perceptions of dimensions. So when they're talking about an orbit of a heavenly body, we're talking about motion. But they attach this sphere and globe. We're talking about a circle, a disc, a ring, a hoop, a wheel track. All right, a turning thing. Okay, so from this orb, this sphere linked to the orb, just like how we got with mass and the ball, surf the wave. But when we're talking original, well, we're talking about the eye socket, that of the eye. That of the eye. So let's surf the wave and continue. Alright, Shabbat. So I'm gonna need you guys to go ahead and tap right on in right about now as we surf this wave. Because this is where it gets extremely interesting. interesting. So if you're ready to surf this wave, and if you tapped in, can we get some wave emojis in the chat right now, in the comments? Some wave emojis in the comments right about now. If you tapped in and ready to surf the wave on the Magic Ether Buzz. Come. And because when we're talking about eye, right, we're talking about the region around the eye, what they call an aperture, a hole, an eye, that which is used to see. Obviously, all right. They says an eye as a loop used with a hook and fastening clothes, which was interesting when we're talking about that angular momentum. That angular momentum, right? Angular, that of a hook, angular, hook, and angle, especially when it comes to fastening, designing clothes, designing, all right? The eye of a needle, as in the center of revolution of anything, the center, the eye. All right, to keep under supervision, or to be interested in or attracted to. So even within the eye, we're still talking about this attraction with it, which is this magnetism. This magnetism. So continuing forward, I'm like, damn, all right, eye. Again, we're talking about from orbit, the eye socket, right? Which they're trying to correlate to a spinning. All right, aperture. So I surfed the wave and I'm like, okay, let's get it. We're talking about an opening, a hole, an orifice, an opening to open or uncover, to cover, right? Or to cover. In optics, it is the diameter of the exposed part of a telescope. So again, when we're talking about observation of the eye, okay, this is where we get the dimensions and the perceptions of spheres from the observation of the eye. All right, continuing forward, we ran into orifice, an opening, a mouth or aperture. So now we're talking about mouth. All right, the opening of a wound, an opening, literally mouth making, mouth, see, oral, to make do, to set put. And when we surf the wave on oral, it is uttered by the mouth, or in words, or pertaining to the mouth. Mouth opening, face, the entrance, mouth, right? The opening, the mouth of a river, the wata. It says the beginning, the origin, the front. You see what's going on? The front. So when we're talking about our oral traditions, we're talking about the origin, the beginning. When we're talking about this mouth, we're talking about the beginning, the speech, the sound from the beginning, the origin, the vibration, the frequency. We'll get into it. All right. So again, we're building from this aperture, this eye, which they said came from orbit, the orb. So surfing the wave on this eye drip, I was like, damn, okay. Connecting it with orifice in the mouth, I was led to another term. We're gonna surf the wave on that term. anion. So we're expanding on mouth etymologically. And here we have the oral, or the beginning, the opening, right? The origin of an animal or a human. The opening of anything, the origin or beginning of anything. A door, a gate, or a portal. You see what's going on? A channel, a stream. We got river, right? The mouth of a river. We're talking about wata, the flow, the mouth. All right. And it's related to tooth. Tooth. We're also talking about the outfall of a river. All right. And it could be the opening of anything as well as a bottle or a cave. So here we see two different stories being told at the exact same time. And it's all about the frequency in which you were designed in, in your resonance. Surfing the wave on tooth. All right. Keep this in mind. Mouth. So when I was surfing the wave on this, I came across this term, eye tooth. Right? This eye tooth, which threw me for a loop when I saw that it meant upper canine tooth. See what's going on? Upper canine tooth. So called for its position immediately under or next to the eye. This upper canine tooth, eye tooth. Alright? And I think when you look up right, dog tooth. Dog tooth. It'll tell you that dog tooth is a canine tooth of a human. So I'm understanding when we're talking about from our last presentation, when we're dealing with these Canaanites, I'm seeing the hijack a lot clearly, right? Quartz vision. So I go ahead and ask, continuing on from this vacuum. If vacuum means void, empty, why do we call it a cleaning machine that pulls air and particles into it? Because keep in mind, they're referring to the ether as a vacuum. And I'm looking at the machine, the cleaning device, and I'm like, well, it sucks in air to create the air. So they're ignoring the air, right? And they're calling it space because they're saying there is no air, but we know the ether is the rarefied air. So I'm trying to make it make sense in modern society, according to the way a hijack would think. And it says, a vacuum cleaner is named after the action it creates, not because it is a void itself. Very interesting when we're talking about action. Because that's exactly what the void is. The absence of action. No creation. Interesting. It says the machine's motor creates a localized pressure area of partial vacuum inside its housing. The higher air pressure outside then rushes in to fill this empty space, carrying dirt and dust with it. So we got what dust was, right? And we're talking about the breath now. We understand what's really going on surfing the wave. Especially when we got waves in the comments. We understand. Vacuum defined scientifically. So again, this term is used in its modern sense, right? In its modern sense. A vacuum is a space entirely devoid of matter, a void. The cleaning process of a vacuum cleaner does not create a perfect vacuum. A perfect vacuum. Interesting. But a partial vacuum, a region with significantly reduced air pressure. How it works? Suction, especially when we're talking about this mouth, this oral. Pay attention. We're talking about a blast. Calm. It says the motor and fan work together to remove air from the machine's canister. This creates a vacuum, or more accurately, a negative pressure zone. So we're talking about anions now. But, we'll let them tell it. Also, I want you guys, if you don't mind, to make a mental note of this motor and fan. It says why things get pulled in. Outside air, which is at a high pressure, constantly tries to rush into the lower pressure area created by the machine, carrying dust and dirt with it through the hose. In short, it is called a vacuum cleaner because it works by creating a partial vacuum to generate the suction used for cleaning. Let's go. So a vacuum can't be a vacuum with air. In the strictest scientific sense, a perfect vacuum is a space with absolutely no matter, including air. You see what's going on? In scientific sense, in the strictest scientific sense. So if it's this scientific view that has modernized the earth, the world today, well, we see how this is a direct declaration of war on HWH through their gravity and perception of magic and spells. However, in everyday language, you see what's going on? Look, in everyday language and engineering, the word vacuum is used relatively to describe any space where the air pressure is lower than the atmosphere around it. Here is how a vacuum can contain air while still being called a vacuum. Partial versus perfect vacuums. A perfect vacuum, zero air, is a theoretical idea that is impossible to achieve. That is impossible to achieve, even in deep space. We're talking about the ether. Everything we call a vacuum on Earth, from inside of a light bulb to your vacuum cleaner, is actually a partial vacuum. It is a measurement of pressure. In engineering, vacuum refers to the difference in pressure. If a container has 20% fewer air molecules than the room around it, it is considered to be under vacuum. Very interesting when we're talking about firmament now. And this is why you gotta allow the hijack to be the hijack, because it has a lower concentration of matter. This is very interesting. You see what's going on? The machine's role, your vacuum cleaner doesn't remove all the air. It just uses a fan to push some air out of the back. This leaves thinner air inside the machine because there is less air than inside. The inside air tries to rush in to balance the pressure. So it tries to rush in to balance the pressure, which creates the suction you use to clean. So while a vacuum cleaner is full of air while it's running, it earns its name by constantly trying to create an empty space that the surrounding atmosphere refuses to let stay empty. Very interesting. This is intense. So when we consider that this leaves the air thinner inside the machine, we can see the simulation and its description as such, right? Because we know right now is where the spiritual aspect to this cosmic shift is at its thinnest. Especially as we head towards spring, we're ready for the blossoming to come. Make sure if we were done. Oh, okay. Look, let's continue to start the way. So I asked, can inhalation and exhalation create a spin or rotation? All right, so I'm already understanding what's going on. We didn't got that the dust was, let's go back, right? We didn't got that the dust was the breath. So when they said that this gravity began, when this spinning began with this so-called gravity as clouds of dust, I saw and hear clouds of breath. Wata, the blast, the wind, the ether, which is the rarefied air. Right? So I turn around and ask, because now I know what's going on. Can inhalation and exhalation create a spin or so-called rotation? And this is where, we surf the wave. It says, yes, breathing creates complex rotations and spins both inside and outside your body. This happens in the air you move and in the physical movement of your bones and muscles. Airflow vortices, which are spinning air, all right, vortices. When you exhale, the air doesn't just move in a straight line. It creates vortex rings, similar to invisible smoke rings. So again, this is this dust, all right, this dust. When we were talking about the rings as well, leading vortex, right? Leading vortex rings. Every exhale generates a leading circular vortex ring. And again, they're using this word circular because they don't like the term spiral. Because we'll see what this spiral correlates to. It says every exhale generates a leading circular vortex ring that spins as it travels forward, pulling surrounding air into its rotation. So this is again the function of magnetism. Magnets. Alright? This is why I've been highlighting such things as the natural ones, being a magnet, which is an aqua frequency. The pinch off. These rings eventually pinch off from the mainstream of your breath and can travel over 2 meters away from you. Internal swirls inside your nose and throat. The air hits complex structures like the tribunate bones, which force the air to spin in counter-rotating vortices to help humidify and filter it before it reaches your lungs. Alright, so here we have biomechanical rotation. Alright, it says your actual anatomy undergoes rotational movements to make room for the air. Bucket handle movement. Your lower ribs swing outward and upward in a rotation that mimics the lifting of a bucket handle. Internal-external rotation. During inhalation, your ribs and spine naturally perform external rotation and extension. During exhalation, they move into internal rotation. So they're actually describing the functioning of breathing, which is why I asked, right? Because you can now correlate this to what we've been going over. Oh man, why can't I say that? Interestingly, the act of breathing and the resulting pressure changes also support the formation of vortex rings inside your heart. As blood fills the left ventricle, it forms a rotating mass. There goes that term again. That helps the heart pump more efficiently. You see what's going on? So this is what made me ask such a thing, because now I understand we're talking about the breath and the functioning and the powers of it. All right. Well, let's go up. All right. understanding the way this so-called vacuum works. Alright? And seeing how they took out the ether and replaced it with a vacuum because they don't have an attachment to the rarefied air, as we'll see. Because they want to enforce this pressure in the guise of gravity, this pressure, which is a suffering, an anguish, an act, or fact of pressing. And I introduced this flow when we jump back out with my presentation about fame, and how us restoring the natural knowledge, the natural science, is what made us people of notoriety, of fame, of stature in ancient times as those of Shem, keepers of the code. So we got how this pressure was an anguish, it was a suffering, and how it related to being physically crushed mentally. You see what's going on? By an exertion of authority and influence. So when one's not keeping the code, of course they're going to feel this pressure, because as we got in our last presentation, to be depressed was to be pressed down on, to be lowered, to be dejected, lower in the spirits, to be depressed. So this gravity, when you're not surfing the wave, when you're not in your alignment, it is a lowering in the spirits. This is why halakha is the way. So furthermore, when we're continuing from mouth, the uttering, the speech, we get speak, which is to other words, articulately without singing, have or use the power. You see what's going on? The power of speech, to make a speech, to hold discourse. When I told you to keep in mind that word course, you see what's going on? A course, the beaten path. They said Hawa beat out the Shamayim with his strong arm. The beaten path, the course, the spiral, the motion, from the speech, the sound, the uttering, the powwow of nature, of Aman, to speak. Also discourse, which is exactly what we do right here at the Naturalist. It is a discourse, a speaking, an exchange. We're talking about to speak. Alright? To speak, which can be an assembly, a council, a way of meeting, to write, a state or declare of writing. Very interesting. Talk, speech. So keep that in mind, Keep that in mind. We shall continue. A discourse, which is a process of understanding, a reasoning of thought, the running about, to run about, reasoning, to and fro, hasten, to go over a subject, speak at length of discourse, to run, alright? A running over a subject in speech, communication of thought and words, discourse, the exchange, to run about. Keep this in mind, to run. Again, right, when we were talking about the year of the horse, to hold discourse, to write or speak at length, which is what we do right here at the Naturalist, the exchanging of our thoughts and understanding, the sharing of our charge, of our connection. Also, we were getting that mouth was related to this gate, which is an opening, an entrance, a passage, a barrier, an opening, a hole, a breach, a gap, which is also related to street, lane, alley. All right, gate, an opening, an entrance. All right. And when we were talking about this vacuum, it was saying that its mechanical side operated with this motor, but it's very interesting because when you look up motor in this etymology, it is one or who which imparts motion. You see what's going on? Motion. The action, right? The action, as we got earlier, motion. The controller, the prime mover. You see what's going on? The prime mover in reference to Hawa. The prime mover in reference to Hawa, literally mover, to move, to push away. So remember I told you to keep that in mind, to push away, because that is the process that is going on. The hijacks of modern science, of modern physics are being pushed away for them not keeping the code, right? They're being pushed away and they feel this pushing away, this burden, this pressure, this gravity, because they are not in alignment. Right? We're talking about the prime mover as in reference to Hawa. And when we get fan, right? Well, first, hold on. Let's get this really quick. A mover, right? One who set something in motion. Again, originally of Hawa. You see what's going on? Originally of Hawa, one who sets something into motion, one who moves goods as a profession. All right. But we're talking about, it's crazy because it even says music maker. So again, through this sound, through this music, through this resonance, through this vibration, through this connection to Hawa, through this speech, you see what's really going on and what these words are telling us, surfing the wave on such a thing? Come. A mover. So we're talking about a motor being a mover, and that being in reference to Hawa. So we also see that fan, right, is a device to make an air current. So again, we're back to this air, which is related to wind, to blow, to inspire spiritually, to arouse, and it says to see wood. So the fan, back to this air, back to this wind, back to this wood, as in the gopher wood, right, that Hawaii used, wood. This being, we got trees, of course, right? Trees and wood. We also have wild as opposed to domestic, that relating to this wild goat, all right, and things of the wild. But as we just saw, when we go down, we see that wood is also that which is violently insane, mad, frantic, fraternized, or frenzied, excuse me. All right? But we also see it still is to blow, to inspire. So it's about the vibration, right? Because we see that madness is associated. So Hawa can strike you with this madness, sending this brimstone, this wood, this rage, this fury. But it also can be a sound, a melody, a song, especially when we're talking about poetry. Calm, unrestrained in speech. So we're surfing a deep wave when it comes to what's going on, right? As we see how motor relates to the functioning of what's going on. And when we're talking about fan, when we're talking about when, well, now we understand. Carrying on. Allahu. Alright, so tapping into travel as we're surfing the wave on course and discourse in this beaten path, right? We have to make a journey to go from place to place. Originally, though, to struggle, toil, labor. Alright? And I always told you, you gotta know what frequency you're in. We're talking about traveling. So I wanted to see, it says travail, right? We tap into travail. And here we see we have hard labor, physical toil, work, labor, toil, suffering, or painful effort, trouble, artist, journey, to toil, labor, originally to trouble, torture, torment. So here we got this correlation back to this child, right? This childbearing and the burden of such things, okay? And the suffering. So depending on where you're at in your journey and how it is you're traveling determines the effect of this so-called gravity. Because when you're within the flow, as we're seeing, well, we can use this momentum to our favor. We are within the motion, the action, the wave, the wata of Hawa. When we're talking about this toil is a turmoil, a violent contention, battle. It is to agitate, stir up, entangle, writhe about, to drag about, make dirty, crush with a small hammer, a mill, crushing olives, instrument for crushing, hammer. So when we connect this with the wood, kind of seeing how the wood connected with this Odin, well, now we see that this toil and Thor having the representation of this vibration. Thor being this hammer, the crushing of a small hammer, the instrument for crushing, the violent contention, the battle. You surfing the wave. We're also talking about a net, a snare, a web, taking prey. So we got earlier with the clouds and the dust of this gravity that we were talking about this net, right? The warp of fabric. Keep in mind we were talking about the design of clothes, right? The clothing, the mending and the knitting of the fabric, a designer. So the creator has created these things as a checkpoint, right? This is a spiritual checkpoint. This realm we call Earth, for the refinement of your spiritual growth advanced it. Because when we're surfing the wave on net, what we see net is an open textile. Keep that in mind. Textile fabric tied or woven with a mesh. All right. For catching fish, birds, or wild animals alive, a network, a spider web. It is also used as a moral or mental snare, a trap. It is something knotted to bind or tie, like a loop, like the recycling. But when you're surfing the wave with the Creator, it is that remaining after deductions, that which is still here after a trim, elegant, clean, neat, clean, pure, unadulterated, to shine, to look bright, to glitter, as a rare one should. Bahwa. So you gotta understand what fabric you were woven in. Because we, as Tawahawa, where we were fashioned and woven in the natural design. That is Tawahawa. So when we're talking about this toil and the vibrations that come with this gravity, well, we understand it is a wave. Because we're talking about a wave, well, we understand how the Wata is a vortex, because we're talking about cosmology, a world, a whirlpool, an eddying mass. Again, this term, mass. We're still talking modern physics. All right, an eddy of water, wind, or flame. You see what's going on? Now it told us that this exhalation created a spinning, a vortex, right? A vortex, which is an eddy of water, wind, or flame, a whirlpool, a whirlwind, to bend, to turn. All right? All right. Surf the wave. It's not until later that we're talking about this. Look, it's you. Look, you see what's going on? Now I didn't even see this, but they're still talking about this ether. They're saying that it's a rotating ether. So now we're really talking about spirals. Okay? Very interesting when we're talking about vortex, because we're talking about the rarefied air. And when we're talking about the world, when we're talking about the motion, the breath, the dust, the breath, the dust, the action of Hawa as the mover, the motor, right? Move with a circular motion, go swiftly. They say to move erratically if you're spinning on the ball. Facts. To go round, to spin, circle, ring, crown, to turn. All right. Here we have eddy, which is whirlpool, used as a second time. Again, which is a backwards, a repetition, turning, to renew, to restore, to retrace one's steps, to become young again. Eddy, vortex, whirlpool, above, beyond. You see what's going on? The ether, the above and beyond, the rarefied air. But this Yauda ball, like I said, when you're outside of conjunction, alignment, it will put you back into the recycling center, Shabbat. Because we are still talking modern physics. for those who have waged war on Hawaii. Because when we're talking about turn, we're talking about rotate, revolve, to move about, the action, the motion. About an access, center, or fixed position, to turn away, to push away. Remember how we got that earlier? To push away or around, to draw aside, Cause to turn, a change, a transformation, right? It says to polish, round off, fashion, turn on a lathe. A tool used for drawing circles, to rub, to turn. Here we have as a change position or orientation, so as to face or point in a different direction, hence change course or go in a different direction, reverse course or direction, cause to shift, all right, to turn. So keep all these things in mind as we continue to search through Antioch. So continuing on, here we have rub. Alright, and I told you to pay attention to this rub. Alright, it is a transitive and an intransitive, which applies to friction on the surface, a massage of the body or a part of it, a word of uncertain origin, meaning to scratch. Alright, keep this in mind, like I told you. Rub, rough, uneven. Alright, so we're talking about a smoothing as well, to smoothen something out. It says to scrape away, obliterate. In a slang sense, kill. You see how we got that earlier? Keep all of these in mind. The act of rubbing, earlier it meant obstacle, inequality on ground. So, you got to keep in mind, all of this is talking about an experience, right? And one's expression of this experience. We're talking modern science. We're talking about those who have declared war on Hawaii. Because when we're talking about scratch, that is a mark or wound slightly on the surface by scraping or tearing action with something rough, sharp, or pointed. Alright? Both meaning to scratch. Okay. To relieve skin irritation by a scraping motion with the nails or claws of a scratcher. Alright, keep this in mind. We're talking about an experience from that which is gray, that which is of a cave, irritation of the skin, those not of a natural design, those of modern times. Because when we're talking about scratch, we're talking about the devil, we're talking about a monster, we're talking about a goblin, a wizard, an adulteress, a harlot, a hermaphrodite, leading to the devil. So we're talking about well, you got from my last presentation, So this scratch, this is the perspective we have been in, the perspective of a scratch, because it is a scratch that has reshaped modern times with their modern physics. When we surfed the wave on this goblin. This goblin being a devil, an incubus, something mischievous, ugly, a fairy. The name of a spirit haunting the region of whatever that would be. This goblin related to the term cobalt, which is impudent or impudent, rogue, knave, wicked spirits invoked by rogues of unknown origin. Picking up from my last presentation, cobalt as the name of a type of steel gray metal, household goblin, which became also a Harz Mountain silver miner's term for rock laced with arsenic and sulfur. Alright, so called because it degraded the ore and made the miners ill. Hut, shed, goblin, gracious, friendly. A euphemistic word for troublesome being. This goblin being related to this sulfur, a scratch. Wicked spirits invoked by rogues. So we see how they have their wizardry, their crafting, their abuse of the natural arts, the natural science, which is the study of nature, which is the study of HWH, which is to be, to exist. And within our tribe, within our flow, well, we know that physics tells us we are HWH. That is a healing vibration. You can see surfing the wave. We want to talk about this sulfur, this cobalt, this goblin, this scratch. Those of the grave vibration, unnatural to the ancient flow of the ether. Why does skin pigmentation or pigment rich in sulfur burn so fast? It says skin pigment rich in sulfur, known as pheomelanin, causes the skin to burn quickly because it is chemically pro-oxidative rather than photoprotective. While the darker pigment eumelanin acts like a shield that absorbs and dissipates UV radiation, sulfur-rich pheomelanin actually facilitates damage. While pheomelanin promotes burning, production of free radicals, which is what we understand this melanin of ours does, right? It puts order that back into which is that of a free radical. Go surf the wave on our Ethiopian series. It says, unlike darker pigments that safely block UV rays, pheomelanin reacts with UV light to generate reactive oxygen species, such as hydrogen peroxide and superoxide. These unstable molecules attack and damage the DNA and membranes of skin cells. Inefficient UV absorption. Sulfur-containing benzodiazine units in pheomelanin do not absorb UV photons as effectively as the nitrogen-based structures in eumelanin. This allows more radiation to penetrate deeper into the skin levels. inflammatory response. Pheomelanin exposure to UV can trigger the release of histamine, which contributes to the rapid swelling, edema, and redness, erythema characteristics of a fast-developing sunburn in fair-skinned individuals. Hence the term scratch. Scratch. Depletion of antioxidants. The synthesis of sulfur-rich pigment consumes cellular stores of cysteine and glutathione, which are the body's natural antioxidants. This leaves skin cells more vulnerable to oxidative stress even before sun exposure begins. And like I said, this was a perspective, right? So here it has comparison of skin pigments. All right, we have the feature, that which is eumelanin, so-called black, brown, versus the pheomelanin, which is of red, yellow origin, and the chemical bases that sustain each one. All right. Nitrogen-rich eumelanin versus the sulfur-rich via cysteine. All right, and then we have the UV interaction with photoprotective shields of the DNA. Then we have a phototoxic that creates radicals. All right, and then we have the solubility and the eumelanin being insoluble, which you should already know of our flow, right? Insoluble, because I told you we are insoluble. Pheomelanin being alkali soluble. We have burn risk for lows and allows for tanning, and then we have a high tends to burn, not tan. So this is an expression as a scratch, as a goblin, as something unnatural. For these have waged war on HWH, laying claim to modern society. And as we continue to dive, we're going to look at exactly why they waged war on our HWH, our creator. That is the source, Great Spirit. Because you got to be natural by design to surf the wave. And when you're not natural by design, well, you're going to feel this pressure. You're going to feel this gravity, this toil, this travail during your travel on your cosmic journey. Ania. So here we see their generation of mass through modern physics is a generation of force. And like I told you, our generation is a genesis. It is an origin tied into the cosmos that flow directly into our genetics. And we got what mass was, which was to have no shape. But we see that their mass is formed by force and by a degeneration of this force, for they know that their spheres come from a plane. So through this force, they're trying to imply that this magnetism gives their mass form. But we know this magnetism is an attraction. And yes, we're talking about our framer and shaper. But our natural design is fixed, firm, and immovable. So what we understand as the flow they understand as this force of gravity. See, they remove the vibration, the frequency, so that they can interpret, well, their perception of such things, right? Because as we'll see, they're talking about a degeneration of mass accelerates rotation. All right, the degeneration is the terms, the degeneration of this mass, of this unshaped. You take it from unshaped, it's already unshaped. It's hilarious. But when you're leaving out the flow, well, you're ignoring the masculine and feminine principles in our natural design that we recognize as Ama and Abba within the law. You see what's going on? So to have father and father, mother and mother is a violation of the way. This is an Ama, Abba frequency. See what's going on? This is a breathing process, a cosmic dance through electrical current, as we see electrical current and magnetism vibration, magnetic vibrations. It says, nature arranges her sex division in unit pairs in such a manner that opposite sexes can unite as one. Nature would not allow man to reverse this order by turning one unit of an electrical current or wave around to make sex unity impossible. These are the laws of Ama, right? Natural by law, Tawahawa. Because we can see this expansion, this breathing of the cosmos. It is the cosmos that breathe, right? We got from the dust was this cloud, this dust, the breath, the wata of the rarefied air. It says the in-breathing, out-breathing, life-death cycle which motivates the cosmos. The breathing. The cosmos breathe. Hawa breathes. See, they're not acknowledging the breath. They're not acknowledging the Ama, Abba principle. The expression for the natural function of becoming one, the union, the anion. Here we have the mother-father principle of building bodies by dividing light into polarized units and reproducing bodies by uniting two wave fields of opposed units into one. And it's not really an opposing, they're just expressions, different channels of the same string, of the same wata. And so here we can see the energetic progression that takes place in the cosmos that gives form and shape to our reality, our realm, that is Anion Regnum. here we have the man and woman principles constantly, just like how it is right here on the Magic Ether Buzz with our Merkaba. And what they're calling this so-called curvature is just a stream, a pouring, a flow of vibration. Because everything is in its spiral shape. Everything is in its spiral shape, as we see. So they mistake the spiral for this curvature. You see what's going on? So when we're talking about motion, we're talking about the spiral, which is the law, HWH. It is the regeneration, the everlasting breath of our Ama, of our Abba. It says that mass is an accumulation of the cosmic's constant energy into higher potential. The greater the mass, the greater the potential. Mass accumulates inductively along the centripetal lines of closing spirals and is rotated by impact of general active force. Mass dissipates conductively along with centrifugal lines of opening spirals and is rotated by the expulsion of radioactive force. These opposite forces are the cause of rotation in mass. And again, we're just talking about masculine and feminine. The masculine and the feminine, which are the frequencies necessary to charge the breath. We're talking magnetism, attraction of this power, of this current, the law, the spiral. We're talking about dimensions, when we're talking about the opening, when we're talking about the gates, the mouth, when we're talking about form, well, we see it starts from source, and then we get to polarity, frequency, charge, build, vibration, and when that vibration is expressed, then we get dimensions within the spiral. See what's going on? Energetic expressions, which is why I encourage our natural ones to be of this energetic expression, to express this energy. It is the art, the flow, the connection back to fourth and fifth dimension. All within the spiral, because you can see there is no separation, shall I tell you. Because when we're talking about the construction of one cycle of a current, even Einstein knew how the mother and father principles were of this union. But like I said, this is their war on Hawaii. Because as you can see, it says the gravity center of everything is its center of mind control. So we can see that this gravity has them under mind control. Because we're talking about the sound mind, the motion of the cosmos, which is this music, this sound, this speech, this mouth, this opening, this gate, this portal, this access, this entrance. You see what's going on? But we're talking about the dignity, the honoring of our Aman, of our Abba, is the center of our liberation from mind control. For we hear the tune and the sound, the vibration and the frequency of HWH's music throughout the cosmos. For we understand we are all connected in the way, in the Wata, as the natural one. Because we understand we are Tawa Hawa. For within the motion of this magnetic flow is the inhalation, the exhalation, the cosmic pendulum, the inertia, the spiral, the wave. For you have to understand, natural one. They have declared war on your Hawa before they declared war on you. And as a scratch, will they feel the gravity and the pressure of not keeping the code? That you have to continue to remain aligned within the spiral. Watch for your conjunctions, your alignments. Crystallize your flow. Observe the law to surf the wave. Exactly how Silver Surfer does, come. For we are Dracon. And we are back. Allahu. So when we tap in to the origin of physics, which is the study of Aman, being the art of healing, the natural science, that which is to exist, to grow, the knowledge of nature as a tribe, as a Shabbatah, within the alignment, where we, as the natural ones, indigenous to the land, one with the land, as presented throughout all of the presentations thus far, where we come to recognize and understand just now what such a flow really means, and the expression of such a flow in our indigenous frequency. We're talking about the spiral, the breath, origin, the source, the law, that which is the way. This right here is the ancients' awareness of the ether. And like you can see, they knew a lot more than what these and those who declare war on our HWH led us to believe. But when we surf the wave right here with the naturalists, what we see we see spiral petroglyphs are ancient, often 1,000 to 2,000 years old. Symbols found across the American Southwest, Arizona, New Mexico, Utah, created by ancestral Pueblo and Fremont and Hohokam peoples. These carvings, made by packing away desert varnish, generally represents life's journeys, solar calendars, migration paths, water sources, or spiritual portals. And that's exactly what we just got surfing the wave. And as this was a restorative wave, will continue to be the restoration of the wave, as those to HWH, natural by HWH. And as we observe our code, which is that the code of the engine, we observe our physics, which is the natural science, the study of nature, the study of Amma as a tribe. We understand, we understand, we overstand that this gravity is our esteem, it is our honor. And we surf the wave on their pressure and pressure, turmoil, travail. For we are free within the wave, within the Wata. And if you're free like I know you are, we'll leave some spirals in the comment right about now. Leave some spirals in the comment right about now for our good Tawab Pa. A real natural one surfing the wave. Cause this is just for you, Shabbatah, as the rare one. And until next time, Max Tawada and Aha Anion.